That sounds like Snyder, except there's no metalheads here. Everybody here is fucking country. Yeah, me and my wife are like the only metalheads here.
Yeah, I think y'all and probably Sean from Cybot and Darker Shade of Grey.
I've heard of Cybot.
No, I'm thinking of
Slayton.
Slayton, I'm sorry. I am a little stupid.
Wasn't obscured for you?
Oh shit, obscure for me, it was in Colorado. I met some friends when I used to work for TSA at the Denver airport. They're like, hey, you know, you play Metallica covers, come play with us. I went with them and we went to some, like some backwards ass farm. It basically looked like a rundown, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. It was horrible, it was scary. Only like 5-6 people showed up. I was like afraid to look in any kind of open door and look outside and stay overnight and stuff like that. I was like, I'm taking the 2-hour drive back by myself. I ain't fucking with you people.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What is obscure?
Random.
Oh, okay. Well, like for me, an obscure show we play, or for me and Cam, is we were in this band called the Block, and we went to go play this house show in Dallas. Well, like the first 3 bands were playing in the living room, and our guitar player thought it'd be a good idea to play in the garage. Well, we start playing, and like no one went in there, and everyone kept closing the door on us every time we would open it and shit. And like that was probably the most obscure show for me.
And see that's where I think that's a sign, you know. Last time I had one of the Gods Have Failed on here, Steven was telling me about they got invited to play at a hotel, like their friend owed them a favor.
That's exactly what I was going to tell you too. It was the MSR. It was me, Steven, and Richie who played in that hotel. We didn't even get to play because a fight broke out. It was so weird.
World's Cup.
Yeah. It was the craziest thing ever. Yeah, I was so mad that we didn't even get to play because I kept asking the guy when are we going to go on, and he kept pushing us back. And I was like, I'm not going to make a fuss about it. Hopefully we go on later or something, or at least. And then this whole fight broke out because someone got too drunk, and we never got to play. He decided just to leave. He was like, yeah, I'm not going to deal with this.
Matt, you were just
It was weird, like, drive up to this hotel. He's like, are you sure we're in the right place? It's like a little room in the hotel.
Like the conference room or whatever.
Yeah, it was weird.
Matt's like the kids, stop fighting, let me play.
Right. We played a hotel one time, and they, like the guests there, were complaining about how loud it was. So they made they made us stop the show. And
we're surprised that didn't happen too, because it wasn't like bands like classic rock or something. Some of them were like metal bands, you know. And
yeah, Steven was saying the first band that played was like on the verge of black metal.
Yeah, they were pretty black metal-ish. And then this other band that like maybe hardcore. So we got through a few bands, and then the fight broke out and everything. We left, so I don't know if they kept continuing the show. But that's probably the weirdest place I've ever played, or was gonna play, since we never got to play.
Well, I'd say y'all probably were better off leaving, because those kind of situations is like, if you get that feeling, well, in my personal experience, when I get that feeling, the cops are about to come. So
I get the same thing. It tells me exactly when to leave shows and parties. And I've never been wrong.
Well, that's always cool. I'm a huge fan of house shows, man, which I really wish I could have gone to the One Take show, which was, I think it was more of an organized house show, because most house shows that I go to, they don't let the neighborhood know what's going on. They don't like organize anything. They just kind of like, hey, we're having a house show, come fucking mosh in our living room, and the cops immediately get called, you know. So that's really cool, man. But like just the feeling of the house show, you know, it's so much more personable. Like you're like in each other's faces. I've always loved that.
Yeah, the vibe from a house show is so much better than a bar or somewhere.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You took the words out of my mouth. Just being there, screaming the lyrics, and someone screaming right back at you, eye level, and just
and you're on the same level.
Yeah.
Like not up on a stage,
like
and they're
20 people right there in your face, and you're all like crowded in some small living room and sweating your balls off all like right there with each other.
Beer flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Slipping in the beer.
Kids kind of running around and just like, hey, get back to bed.
Yeah.
Kids and dogs running around.
Looking out for pets.
So y'all were just in practice. Y'all said y'all have new music coming out. Do y'all have like any sort of like not exact date, but like do y'all have like a estimated date of when to be looking out for that?
We're kind of not really sure because this whole lockdown thing is like put everything on hold with everything.
It's weird, man.
Next show is Unity Fest, so we'll have it ready by then for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely hopefully play the songs live around that time, but
it's in May.
We're not sure what we're doing until
I think Unity Fest is June.
Is it June?
I think it's June 6th.
Hopefully everything will be blown over by June.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do something in May, but we're still up in the air about that. We still have 2 shows in May.
Yeah, and this is really weird. I never thought that in my lifetime I would see anything like this happen. But
seriously,
people asked for the Roaring 20s for 2020 to be like the Roaring 20s, and we've got the plague, we've got the stock market crashing, you know.
So far, the 2020 has been like the worst year, honestly. And Kenny Rogers died today too, so that's
what?
That sucks. Yeah. 81 years old.
Like that just I hadn't seen anything about that today. Like, did that just happen?
Yeah, it happened. I think he died either last.
He died super early.
He was 81 years old.
God, he finally made it to the island in the sky.
Yeah, so this year's been pretty sucky so far.
Yeah, and dude, it's not even fucking April yet. Like, we've already had a world war threat. We've already had a global pandemic. The Australian wildfires. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I already forgot. I forgot about that.
This world started going to shit when Lemmy died.
Heard. Well, I'm pretty sure that ever since, dude, like in my days, I was born in '91, so I can remember at least since 2000, every year from 2000 to now, there's been like a death scare. You know, whether it be terrorists, whether it be sickness, or fucking computers. And this is the first time that I've actually been worried.
You okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because I remember when swine flu was around, there were people. I was in middle school. I was like 6th or 7th grade, and I remember kids and other friends that I knew out of my classes, like they were like, "Oh yeah, I was in the hospital, almost died from swine."
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And with this, they got to close down everything.
And apparently, more people died from swine flu than have died in total from this thing. But whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it's such a. I mean, probably not the right thing to say. Why it's such a big deal, but still, you know.
I don't know why people die in such a big deal.
Yeah, I know, man. It's only like what, some 100,000 odd people. Yeah.
Well, I saw 10,000 people in New York already got the shit.
It's just crazy how much it's affecting everything. Like, that's probably what's kind of blowing my mind a little bit, because I haven't been around anything shut down stuff like this before. You know, I've seen it in movies, but I've never been a part of it where people are saying to stay home, and all the grocery stores are completely out of food and toilet paper and everything. It's just crazy.
It's kind of freaky.
My biggest thing is people worrying stuff. Just people are crazy. Yeah, it's pretty
scary. It's kind of scary, to be honest, because it makes me feel like I'm not prepared enough.
Yeah. What my personal opinion is, what's making it worse is people panicking.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because, I'll say I've shared some of the bullshit, but I didn't go out and panic buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there saying, "Oh God, I need to fucking hoard all this toilet paper." Like, there's people out there who need that shit, and all this panic buying has affected the elderly and just everyone in general, and it's fucking ridiculous, man. Like, you do not need 6 gallons of milk to last you 2 weeks. 4 of those gallons of milk are gonna go in the trash.
Yeah, seriously, they're not even gonna get to them. They're just gonna throw them away.
You're just
I
being
was always
selfish.
annoyed with it. Yeah, I was always annoyed with it, and I was like, "What the fuck do you need toilet paper for something that's affecting your lungs?" And I was just like, "Oh, you know what? Whatever." People are panicking. Until actually the other day, my grandparents went to go buy something, and they're like, "Oh, we can't find it." That's when I started getting pissed.
Yeah, no, and that's what pisses me off because, like, the people who this sickness is affecting most are unable to get what they need. And me and my wife were just talking about this, like, there's people who, like, need, say, like I don't know if RNA, like, you know, like the registered nurses who go to the elderly's home and help take care of them or feed them or whatever. These nurses aren't even allowed or able to go to these old people's homes. So some of these old people, like, can't even feed themselves or clean themselves. They need these people, and they're unable to do so or help them because of lack of supplies or lack of time. And that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It sure is.
And I guess this is a bad time to say this, but on that note, do y'all secretly hope this is the actual end?
No.
I mean, everyone, it's one of the things, like, everyone wishes, but then, you know, that fight or flight kind of thing hits in, and then when it actually starts happening, you know, you start freaking out, like, oh, I haven't done this yet. This hasn't happened. Like, oh, shit, I'm not ready to go yet.
I think everything will be fine.
This is the year I decided to get my shit together, man.
Seriously. Yeah, it's like, what? I was supposed to be good now, and now everything wants to do this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
But I think everything will be fine.
Yeah.
It's like anything else, it'll blow over.
Yeah, everything. It's always darkest before the dawn.
I heard that. And on that note, just for a note for the fan, or just to say for the fans, after this is all over, don't let things go back to the way that they were. Because that obviously was not working. This is the time for change.
Yeah.
This is the time to fix things. This is the time to make things better. And if you're paying attention, sorry, I got tongue-tied. If you're paying attention to politics, pay attention to who's actually doing stuff right now. Mm-hmm. Because, like, it says, or speaks volumes. And a lot of people just want to be blind to that.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up. But hopefully Unity Fest is still happening. According to Kiefer, I don't think he's heard anything, but it should still be going on. But I'll be taking my whole rig on the road for that. And we're getting a hotel room and everything, and, like, doing an entire episode or two just for that show.
Fuck yeah.
That sounds fun.
Fun or stressful, depending on, I guess we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be stressful.
It's the thrill of shows.
Yeah, it's the thrill of being a working man.
Yeah. Well, I guess, do y'all have anything special y'all want to say to the audience?
If you made it this far, I'm sorry.
Well, I've got my daughter and some cats yelling at me right now, so I guess we'll go ahead and start doing sign-offs. Have at it.
All right.
I mean, y'all go ahead.
Yeah, lost for words.
How you sign off?
Well, I'll do an example. I'm Steven, and this is Food Slinging Trash Talking Nerds. We're here with the Mother Mary. Y'all.
This is Cam Sylvia from Mother Mary for Trash Talking Food Slinging Nerds.
It's on the show, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be a good episode, and I hope I get to see y'all as soon as possible. And if y'all have any singles come out before this is released, let me know so I can put it in the middle of the show.
For sure.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck yeah, man.
All right.
I think right now we're just going back to kicking each other's ass in Mortal Kombat.
Wait, are y'all on Xbox or?
PlayStation.
Oh, of course y'all are on PlayStation.
Only the best for Mother Mary.
Well, on that note.